right? We're here. It's March 19th, 2022. And the reason why I want to state that is what we're going to be doing here isn't going to change. Truth doesn't change. What does change is the offers we represent or that we have added in here. So when you're working on your system, if you have additional pages or something's changed, very common as things progress. If you look at my system from 5 years ago to today, it's almost completely transformed. And that's what happens, right? We stay relevant. We're adding new things all the time. And some things just stay on. Some things are, they'll stand the test of time. So those things include our number 1 and number 2 anchor offers. Wine will always be here and Bella Vita will always be here. They are our number 1 producing relevant traffic. And I'm going to stress them. They should already be done. I'll be touching base on those pages a little bit today, but I will not be rebuilding those pages. Those should already be done by the time you're into this part of the training. And this is going under step 2 as we build out the pages. These are getting everything ready and getting your everything ready for Google AdSense. So I'm going to start going in there. I've already started with a Google Doc. So to get to Google Docs, you go to from your Gmail, you go right here to Google Drive. And then in Google Drive, you're going to hit New and Folder. You'll hit New Folder, and then you'll create that folder name. And then within that folder, so I'm in a folder called Building Wasserman's PBS 1h42.com. And I put this in the shared headlines and ads training that everybody has access to, or through your instructor, you have access to this. This is where we put a lot of our training stuff in here. So I'll show you this. This is where we post ads. So the 2 important things that every performance blogger needs to do is create content and post ads, right? Post social media ads and obviously build content for SEO. And then we do additional things that drive traffic. I'll be working on, throughout the things, you'll see some stuff that I do, but this is all in here. And if you don't have access to this headlines and ads training, RR247 PBS, it's something you need to get from your instructor. I probably will add this to our checklist because it's such an important thing to have everybody have access to. The Response Magic email system, everything is in here. Offer pages as things change, running ads in Mexico. But here is Building Wasserman's PBS. And this is where we're going to be living today completely. We're going to be working on category pages. We're going to be working on the front page posts. These are all important things to get done. And then we're going to go right to arts and entertainment all the way through travel. So I just literally created a folder for each of these. I went ahead and did that in preparation for today. And we're going to be doing build the pages and back up the pages today. Something that we're doing going forward as a really good exercise, just to plan for what if, but also makes the pages something you can go back and forth on outside of your site as well. You can take it and make changes or work on it in a different means. It has multiple purposes, including backup. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get started on here. I actually can do the category pages anytime. I might save that for last as a goodie. I've got lots of hydration going on. I have a beautiful wife that's going to keep bringing me treats and coffee and stuff if she does that when I'm working like this. I got my dark chocolate covered cashews. I'm going to have one at the completion of every page. So I'm going to really earn those today. Oh, let's do the Grogu cup. I'm in a very Star Wars-esque. I may not even write like this, but I'm just really cozy and comfy. All right, let's get going. And so I'm going to start with front page post today. So I'll go ahead and open this up. You'll notice it's blank, and we have 2 posts in there. So I'm going to just go here. We find it and share it here. And welcome to our online community. I'm going to right click on edit this and open it in a new tab. I'm also going to right click on the bottom one and open in a new tab. And I'm going to do these absolutely the best way possible. They already have something in here, and yeah, you could just go modify the verbiage and keep it all the same. I'm actually going to do more than that. I'm going to make them completely revised. And so that'll take a little bit of time, but the posts are very important to get done. It's what people see on your homepage. We don't advertise our homepage. We're going to focus on our ads on specific / pages such as the fine wines, youth, weight loss, the copy, all sorts of things like that. And we don't send people to the homepage. However, people come to the homepage, but also Google wants to make sure we have a, you know, a completed website, that it's not under construction. So that being said, I'm going to get these posts done. Once they're done, we never need to do a post again. You can have 3 or 4 if you really wanted to. There's no purpose for it other than 2 is a minimum I suggest having on there. And these 2 are great, and we can redesign the pictures. We can do all that stuff. So we're going to do it all right now. All right, so I'm going to go to the first post. It's here. I'll close this out. If you get the autosave, I'm going to close that out. I'm going to come here to where it says August 10th, 2021, and I'm literally going to go to today's date. And I'm going to do today's date on everything in here. It's good for multiple reasons. One, it's when we're building it. I'm not worried about the time. Actually, I am worried about the time, because if it does it later today, it won't show up. So we'll just change it to AM. It's hot, right? Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm going to pause for my plus break. And then I'll take a brain in a second. So hold on a second as I take my plus. So again, how I do it in a hurry. Here's my plus, this beautiful red. I love the color of the plus, by the way. It's just a pretty color red. And then I chase up my coffee. Thank you, babe. That way, if I don't finish the cup of coffee, I didn't lose out of any of my plus. That's my worry, because it works so good for me. I want every drop. Okay. So let me go back to this. We find it and share it here. I'm just going to change it to something totally different. Welcome to our and this is the thing I actually like even more. So welcome to our online community. And I'm actually going to change this time. We'll do 9:09. It's already green because my version was already green. But you know, I'm doing this for Vilma and Johan Wasserman, students of mine, great sports. And we're redoing their whole system anyway, brand new from scratch. And this is something that I would normally have like the student write more things about them and the thing. So I'm gonna do the best I can, but it's gonna be coming from my heart and my reiteration on here, and she's welcome to modify it. So mine are already done. And I think it's more important for me to show you guys how to modify what you're gonna be modifying. Again, if it doesn't quite look like this on your, when you're reviewing yours, the concept is the same. The truth is always gonna be, it doesn't change, right? So I'm working on this. So the best thing I like to do is I'm going to enter it in, and I'm going to start here on the bottom. I'm going to enter it in and just write above it and then delete there. So I have it for inspiration if I want to see what was there. When I'm modifying, I like to see what's already there and then try to get an idea, and it just whatever comes in. And then if I feel like I'm hesitant, I go to the Yoast stuff. So I'm going to come here and change the focus keyword to online community. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom part of Yoast. I'm going to make the slug and change it. Posts, when we change the slug, doesn't matter. They still stay on the home page. There's nothing intricate or things that we got to change with category pages or anything. So it's totally fine to change the slug on a whim. And I got to change the meta description. Okay, I got a new meta description. That's in. My SEO is already off because online community is not in there as much as it needs to be. Not a problem. As I write, that's going to get fixed. When in doubt, update. So I'm just going to update and save my changes as much as I possibly can as I go through here. I'll make note, guys, that I'm not in my normal office setting. I'm actually in the kitchen, and I like to change where I work just to change my environment. I got, my favorite person of all world right here walking around. It's a good inspiration. She just looking over and she's always smiling at me because I'm working and she knows I'm building our future. It's just that makes a good connection. So having the family around. So if you hear the dog bark, we have 3 dogs here right now. We got the Jen and Dallas, our Cocker sisters, and then those are Tanya and my dogs. And then we got Gara here, as I was talking earlier before I started the recording. That's our grand puppy. He likes to bark. So if you hear him bark in the background, guys, it's just as real. We're all working from home. But I like to change my environment when I'm writing and get out of my office, right? I'm in the office. I'm doing all the things that we do as performance bloggers. And yeah, I do content from there, but I like to change the environment. If you feel like you can't get something done, go to a coffee shop. A few days ago, I was working out of a coffee shop just because I needed to change I guess I just wanted a different vibe. It was amazing when I was able to write and come up with creativity wise. We can do this from anywhere. So let's see. Welcome to our online community. I'm gonna start out with that too. Firstly, I'm gonna start writing in the right form. Firstly, secondly, thirdly. That's one of those transition words. And I try to get them out of the way in my writing and make it more part of how I write, because that's something I always have an issue with. Okay. I'm totally getting rid of even the picture that's there. I'm going to find a new picture. And I'm going to go ahead and get rid of these two. I've totally written something totally unique and different. Readability is green, SEO needs some help, but I saw the rest of it to write. This is one of those things that I want to do a good job on, but I can always come back and change it. But once I get done with the posts, if I do it right, we're done. Never have to do the post again. So the post that I had there for everybody to modify, it's actually pretty long. It works because it's long. It fills up the page, which it needs to do. But you can shorten things down a little bit and still be totally okay. Favorite finds even, I'm going to change this. I'm going to change it to our line community favorites. I mean, I'm trying to modify everything. This is bold. I like how I did that. I must have that set up from before. The Bitcoin boom, I'm going to get rid of that picture too. And I'm going to capitalize on my community. I'm going to delete that. I'm bouncing around a little bit. That's okay too. I do need at least one image in here, and I'm going to go find a really cool image. So I like to find one that's more like, I know, let's go see what we have. So I'm going to come here. I'll just click here, add image. I'll go get the media library, see what's there, see if there's anything I want to put in there. Yeah, I can tell Vilma's been working on some things. Wine and dine, let's see. I want more of a community page, so I'm going to go to upload files. I'm going to go to our shared Google, or not Google, sorry, our shared Dropbox file. If you don't have this, get with your instructor. They should be giving you this. They'll give you a link. You can go right to it. This is where I put a lot of our images that we pay the royalty for. And based on how we have our server set up, anybody in RRR can use these images. We've already paid the fees. They're just really professional images. And sometimes you really want a professional image. So this is perfect for that. Now, I'm just going to come in here and look at the different ones. I do like the wine pictures for sure. I like happy people, right? I'm going to come down here to various. There's another various ones. Just for kicks, I think I'm going to go with this one. I think I like that on the front page just for capture. I'm going to go a little bit smaller. And you always want to hyperlink them. And I'm just going to hyperlink this one literally to biohacking. So I just type biohacking and wait a second, and then it comes in there. Youth. That's fine. I'll put it there. It's internal, so I'm not going to open a new tab because it's from our system to our system. I'll hit apply. Okay, I like how this is worded. So I do like how this is worded, and I might do a little modification to keep the same thing. I'm going to kind of rewrite it. I refer to go to the right, click to the right to join, and I talk about it here. And I'll talk about it at the bottom one again, but I'm going to just do that right here, right? The bottom of this. But that's referring to response magic, which we're going to add before we apply to Google AdSense and get that set up. We have a lot of information on that. And if you go to, now there's recordings on it, there's training on it, but it's another step in the training. So when I'm referring to that, that's what that's about. I'm really liking where this is coming. I'm spending a lot more time than I planned on today already, but doing this right is just amazing. And I'm just gonna put this in perspective. The time I'm spending on this, it's one and done. It's done if I do it right. And then it's part of the solution that your performance blogging system offers. The other thing that's about it is you want it to be captivating in the front and unique. That is the job, and we're doing it right. This is definitely unique. I've written so many of these. I probably have helped people, hundreds of these been over the years. And you want to make them super unique for everything. The concept we do is the same. The offers we run are the same. It works for me to work for you. But wording it, I mean, the English language allows for so many different ways to say the same thing. And that is an absolute blessing in this. And it also means that we can, go out there and all of us work in the same direction with different verbiage and really cover the web well so we can build up the community. And keep in mind, our systems look very similar on purpose. Okay, that's always been the vision of the system, is that we could help a lot of people spread their wealth across millions by doing it this way. And the verbiage has changed, the look and feel is the same. All right, so that just came to me. I really like how I worded this. Sometimes I love giving great work to people. All right, so readability went orange, SEO went orange. I got to fix that. That's usually the case. I'm going to update and save. All right, so let's see so consecutive sentences. Perfect. I'm going to click this. We will, okay. That's all I had to do is change that. We're green. Call it good. SEO, let's see what we got to do on that. Outbound links. Okay, I can work on that. Image key phrase. Oh, yeah. So I'm going to click on this, go to the gearbox, alt text. I'm going to put online community, and that's all I need to do. We're green. I'm going to hit update. We're good. One more thing I'm going to do, and I've done some recordings where I showed you guys how to back up stuff, and I did it in the most basic way. And I watched our incredible MSIs do training, and I think everybody's okay to go a little bit advanced if I show this. This is where we're going to go to code editor. Usually I just teach people to work in the WYSIWYG, which is what you see is what you get. That's what we've been doing today. You know, you click on this, I can make it bold, all that stuff comes in. So what I'm going to do is show you something. So I'm going to click on the 3 dots on the right. I'm going to go to code editor, and then I'm literally going to copy the headline here, copy. I'm going to my front page posts. I'm going to go new and Google Doc, create and share. And I'm just going to make the document on the title, welcome to our online community. I'm also going to paste that here. Okay, enter, it's fine. And then I'm gonna go to my post again. I'm gonna go down to the second section, and this is one big section. I'm gonna copy it, Control C. And then I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna hit Control V, and oh, actually didn't copy. Look at that. Okay, no problem. I'll try it again. I'll right click. Oh, okay, I'm gonna hit Control A. Okay, so I clicked on it, Control A, there we go. Now I'm gonna copy it. Now I'm gonna go here and paste it. All right, and then as long as I'm in code editor, if I gotta put it back, let's say that I destroy this or I rewrite it and I don't like it, I wanna come back to it. This is a backup, right? And I simply go in the code editor mode and put this in there, and it'll keep everything perfect, including videos and everything. It's more sophisticated, you need to understand it, and it's easier to mess up if you don't understand things, mainly because people get worried about these codes as HTML. I used to have to write everything in HTML. We didn't have WYSIWYG when I first started doing all this, and it makes it really nice. But once you understand this, it's not intimidating. So I'm just going to show you that a little bit more here. So right here in edit post, I got it. Now that I got it, I'm just going to go back here, click on the 3 dots, and take code editor off, or just go to visual editor and take that one off. And now we're back to there, and I'll hit update, and that's good. But I have it backed up. All right, so this one's all the way done. I'm gonna go ahead and close it because it's done. It's done on here too, so I'll go ahead and close this. I'm gonna go to front page again. I'll hit new, document, and just have it ready. Okay. We find it and share it here. If I hit update, there's welcome to our online community. So that work is done. And now I want to work on the bottom one. And she has a completely unique thing here. And then I'm going to come here and I'm going to show you guys something else I'm going to do in a second. So let's finish this post. We're on the second post. Welcome to our online community. See, this already says that again. Get ready to be saved and impressed. I've already said that on the top one. I really like that theme. I'm going to come here to the time and day, and I'm going to make it today. And I'm going to make it 3 p.m. I'm going to go 3:33 p.m. The newer one will be on top. The latest one will be on top based on the way we structured this whole template. So I want this to be on the bottom, what I'm going to create here. And because I did a pretty good job, a thorough job on the other one, this one could even be shortened up a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. So that's done. I'll hit update. I'm going to hit the Yoast thing on here, and it's online community. So I moved the online community focus key phrase above. I'm also going to leave this one on here too as online community, have them both be that way. I'm making that decision for Johan and Vilma because I know that I can run the same key phrase twice on posts, and that's the focus, and it's not going to hurt anything. I could also make it just community, but I'm going to keep both online community. Only this one I'm going to do online wealth community. I'm going to copy that and change it here, and I'm going to put our community, let's say our I'm going to capitalize it in here for and I'm just going to add an additional thing about it. So if people are reading, it's going to say that it's going to be here, right? So I have a whole thing I want to say and do things on here. I'm going to leave the online community here. I like that image. I'm actually going to keep it this time. I am going to go to the alternate text and change that to update that. I'm going to size it down just a little bit, right? We don't want to have too big of pictures, and this is something good to cover for all posts and the pages we build. We're going to be partnering with Google AdSense, and one of the things that they look for is that our photos don't compete with their ads, meaning in size. If we have a bunch of big photos and it's like a photo album, you're probably going to get denied. It's just too much, and it doesn't help them. So we got to be a good win-win partner, and we don't need big images. We're doing content marketing. We want images to seal the deal and give the impression. They can be small. It's okay. And this is pretty small here. I could go even a little bit smaller. And it gets the same point across, right? People see it, it gets the same point across. All right, so our community is an online wealth community. I'm literally going to delete most everything here and start over. I don't even want to say this stuff. I already covered it up above. I'm gonna take this photo and just move it up. It's dropping down. It's the way it's built is brilliant. I was gonna talk about what we are, right? And based on this, I see my SEO, key phrase and meta description. Oh, I need to change that. I'm also going to change the slug. Let me update that. There we go. And I can change the slug anytime and you want it to match up. So I'll change it there. And I'm going to put this right here. I'll put that there. That's going to help. Text link. I need more words. Okay, I can deal with that. So, and then key phrase and title. We'll work on that. It's there. I'll just keep going. But so far, so good, right? I'm going to hit update and save. somewhere I lost, oh, outbound links I could do. Oh, I lost the boot readability. Oh, subheadings. I'll say that a heading 2 is fine. Readability is there, SEO. So what am I missing in SEO? Outbound links, key phrase. Got a heading 2. Okay, I'll hit update. And this is done. I'm going to copy. I'm going to go again, 3 dots. I'm going to go to code editor. I'm going to highlight that, copy, go to my untitled document that's in my front pages post folder. Paste this here, paste that there, space, space, come here, click on that, Control A, Control C to copy, go back here, I'm going to paste it, that's done. I go ahead and click on that, I can go ahead and close that, I can come back here, go to the 3 dots, go back to visual editor, hit update and save, I'm done with the post. So I wait for the updates done, perfect, I can close that. We're done with the posts. And before I finish that part of it, I'm going to go here and do some customization, which usually happens with your instructor in you as you're going through session 1. We introduce you to the #1 anchor offer wine and gets things started. That's something people can start marketing right away. So if you're modifying your pages, and you should take time to be posting ads, even if it's just on your wine pages that are done, right? And then the second anchor offer is Bella Vita. You can post on our anchors even when your system's not complete. It's okay, get the traffic going. Some things take a while to build up, and it's just better to get posts out there. It also kind of is like setting it's like lighting the wick of a success bomb, right? You got that fuse, you light the wick or the fuse, and now I'm like posting ads, and it's like, wow, I'm gonna have people hitting my system. If I do this right, I better get my pages done so I get credit, right? Because we're gonna be changing the links so you are getting the credit versus me getting the credit. Right now, everybody has if starting out, you have a copy of my system that makes the money. You're going to be modifying it, right? If it works for me, it works for you, but you've got to change the links. Setup is the hardest part, and that's part of it, right? So once you start posting ads to like your anchor offer pages, that sets that going. And sometimes that's what we need so that we have motivation to get it done. All right. Hold on one second. All right, told you, grandpuppy likes to bark. Okay, so I'm going to go here and I got that saved. I'm going to go here to customize. And I like to be a little bit cheesy on this. I'm going to go to site identity first. And we have right here, we find the best deals, best online deals. That's the starting point I give everybody. You want to customize this. And I like to be a little cheesy. So I'm going to go Vilma's. Very awesome finds. Awesome community of finds. I just changed that. And then hit. This is what I've been doing a lot more lately. It's a bracket, CNT. CNRT, oh, CTR control plus D and bookmark. All right. And I like to say that, and sometimes I write it in the post itself, right? Hit control plus D and bookmark us. You can explain them to do that. A lot of people don't know you can do that. It's a shortcut to bookmark. And what's good about that is if they understand it or they try to do it, it's something different. Like hit control and D and bookmark us. A lot of people are going to learn something new. When we learn something new, we remember things. It's an exciting thing, and it's something good to give. Always give something, right? That's what that's about. All right, I'm going to hit publish. Right here is an image that shows up in the top left. It's a wine glass. We like to, do things that make people happy. Also focus on our anchors. I'm going to go to that next, and I'm going to go right here to header image. This is the image up here, and we want to keep it to the size and scale. This is a very important spot. I cannot say and emphasize enough that, we're content marketing. We want it to look clean and simple. You've got colors that are set up as basics. Don't change them. We gave you exactly what the best thing is to work. It's got blues, grays. Occasionally I use a purple to highlight. That works the best. If you like reds and oranges and you want to make it florally, at the end of the day, you can, but you're not doing exactly what I do. You're going to be changing things up, and even colors change results. We want to have warm, inviting colors that make people purchase or want to purchase. All right. Believe it or not, we all fire off endorphins when we buy something, and we like to do that. So we want to just encourage that. The genius behind what we have in performance blogging is I understand the sales psychology and why we buy and how we buy. And I just was able to put that into a format online that can be duplicated with everybody. That's what it is. It doesn't change the flow of how people purchase. It goes with the flow of how people purchase. We're not re-educating anyone. So we got these images in here, and everybody here has enough to go. The average person clicks on our system 8 times. We've gone up 8 times, and that is very impressive with Google stats. I noticed that my income has gone up ever since we completed some things, but it's little things that keep people around longer, little things that matter. These images matter. Our brain has a subconscious direction. We don't really realize what's going on, but if this picture is static and doesn't change, people will get bored and leave. And if it changes, that little thing, if it changing is a curiosity thing, and it'll keep people around longer than it would have otherwise. So we have a lot of things in here, and I'm just going to explain why I chose the pictures. Coffee, it's always something happy. I'm going to drink some of mine right now. Coffee, it makes people happy. If you give somebody a cup of coffee, or you show up at your office if you have a job, or you show up with your special significant other and you give them a cup of coffee, especially if you went and bought one special latte or something, they never frown at you. In fact, I've seen it get people out of trouble. We like coffee, it's happy. Wine, definitely happy. And so we show a lot of wine pictures. Coffee, wine makes people happy. The grapes leads to that. The rose, it's kind of good. I left that one in there. I don't put a lot more flowers in there. I'm careful about it, but I like throwing a single rose in. There's a lot of subconscious thought put in this and tested. This has all been tested. Eyes are amazing. This right here is it's a mind game for the subconscious. It's the same image. This is the lips, the bottom part of the female, and then the upper part of her head, right? The subconscious, when it rotates, is going to realize it's the same. It's intriguing. Okay. The balloons, same thing. These are the same image. Did that. Here's another balloon picture, and balloons make things happy. I can add some more, and if you want to, it's okay. I'm going to click Add New Image. I'm going to go to Upload Files. I'm going to hit Select Files. I'm going back into our. I'm going to go to various images used in our PBS. I'm going to go to Balloons in the Sky, and I'm going to pull up other balloon images that we have and just add it to there. Just a couple of them. So I'm going to grab this one, and I'm going to hold down Control, and these ones, for whatever reason, when I use them a lot, they don't like to show up because I already pushed them. But I'm going to grab this one, and I'll grab Balloons 2 and see what that one is. I'm going to hit Open. I can actually delete that one. But I got this one right here. Now, this is a sci-fi picture, but And I can put that in there, which is kind of intriguing, but I really like this part down here. So I'm just go down there and grab that. And it's like a travel picture. I'll go ahead and crop the image. But notice I didn't change the size of the crop. I want it small. You don't want to put a big picture here. And I see a lot of people do it. And I know, and maybe it's like a really cool picture and you put that in there. But when you shift things down, you are altering the effect and the design of this. Even though it looks simple and hopefully clean, there is an absolute methodology to everything behind it. There is a lot of cell psychology behind it. Putting a bigger picture in here, that is definitely altering the course. Well, I tell everybody, do what I do, get what I get. I don't put bigger pictures in here. The second you do that, you started changing things as far as the system. Little things matter, details matter. All right, I'm going to hit publish after I make sure I come down here and click randomize. This is very important that this is selected, because if you don't do that, this picture will not rotate and change. I'm going to go ahead and hit publish. And now Vilma's complete here. We never have to touch it again. That can go on forever. It won't, that's perfect. And it's different than mine. It's altered a little bit. That's the idea. We want to customize that, right? So it's Vilma's, very awesome community of finds. Hopefully she likes me playing with the bees. And she is such a lovely lady. I'll just put that out there. I love working with our awesome family members here. It's so fun. All right, I'm going to stop this recording now and go on to number 2.